Welcome back to the Tidarium Hangout. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with the weekly news and review for September 29th of 2019. And I try to stay in tune with everything going on. And one thing I heard a lot this week was not much going on, not much news. But I gotta say, I'm actually a little overwhelmed with how much stuff's going on right now. So let's get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is this Transform Bumblebee premium scale collectible figure, and I want to say this thing is 17.5 inches tall, 107 points of articulation, die-cast metal frame. They call it Blitzwing. It's like the blend of Blitzwing and Starscream, and it looks good. It's big, but it's $529. Now, I can see that. It's kind of sticker shock to me when I saw it. But they also, the A3 makes a smaller one. So for about $209 at my partner Show Z, you get the smaller one. So the other one's 17 inches. This is like 10.63 inches. So you're getting almost 7 more inches out of the other one for 2.5 times the price. So I'm not sure. Like, if you want this one to be on your Masterpiece shelf next to your other Masterpiece, that's what this is. If you want the other one to be in a league of its own, and that's a whole different ball game. And I know there's other 18-inch scale ones that cost $1,000 from the G1, so $529, not the end of the world, I guess, because there's the 18-inch ones that are well over $1,000, $800 to $1,200. So anyway, 2 options out there if you're into this guy. Next up, we got a Golden Starscream, and I've talked about this before, but now it's on sale. And I talked about it when it was a pre-order. Now it's on sale for like $72. And I don't know how many of you are into the golden stuff. They did the golden MP10. They did the golden MP08 Grimlock. They've done the golden Megatron. And the golden Megatron sold out faster than anything I've ever seen. But here we go. This is based off the MP11 mold. And, you know, we did talk about Seeker stuff in my I'm Secret Out video last Monday. So where are you at with this kind of stuff? Are you holding out, if you're a gold-plated collector, holding out for like a 3.0 model? Speaking of getting secret out, there is this Robot Hero CG01P2. This is the Coronation set, and you get this at TF Direct, who's also a partner of mine. And it's $23.99, and you get all the pieces to make the 12-inch oversized a Coronation set. And I think I'm going to pick this up because I think it's really cool. It's an add-on to something that I've already got, and hey, why not? I kind of was actually looking for a Coronation set for just the standard, like a Make Toys, but I found this. And still getting more secret out. We've got the X2 Toys who's making these super miniature figures of Starscream and Jetfire, and the way I'm reading it, if I'm reading it right, it's $13.99, you get both of them. And they both transform into ships, and they're really, really tiny, so they would be almost world's smallest Transformer size. And if that's the thing you're into, well, you can get it now. Well, you can get a pre-order in on it. Next up, we have new pictures of Iceman. And this is going to be one of our aerial bots, the FT30B. Oh, is this one coming next, or is Goose coming next? But either way, this thing looks awesome. I think that they kind of went super pale on the soft on the panel lines and sort of super cartoony looking with it, but I like it. I love that red, and I just today was looking at Maverick and thinking Maverick looks good, and I kind of thought I liked the Zeta more than Maverick, but the longer I've had Maverick's winning me over, so I think this set's going to be outstanding from Pansoys. Speaking of more Masterpiece combiners, XTrans has got 2 more of their Toon colored variations for the Minosaur coming out soon, and it seems like people are jumping all over this drag strip, so that might be the hard one to get out of these 2. I don't know why, but that's pretty much the most popular one of all of these toy versions. And here's all of the really cool upgrades and different things that you can do with it. And yeah, I think a lot of people like that racing stripe. And also, nice little bit of news out there that there is a picture of the XTrans bots Minosaur. And by the way, how many of you are sitting out there with 4 limbs waiting to get the last figure to build this? And I'm excited. Everybody's saying December. Okay, let's make it December. I am on board with December. So Generation Toy is getting close to finishing up this Defensor. I think that this Defensor looks good. I always felt Generation Toy was a bit stylized. I feel like this is closer to G1 than what they usually do, but that's my personal feeling and belief. I don't know where yours lies. This thing's only going to be 15 inches tall, but we don't have a good Defensor. I really, by the way, if you wait long enough, who knows? They may get KO oversized. Not that I condone KO oversized or anything. Yeah, I do actually. Speaking of KO oversizing combiners, we've got this Adimech, which is KO oversizing these guys, and I think that the Hasbro one was good. Like I don't. The Hasbro combiners are, some of them are okay, some of them are terrible, and this one's in the middle, and this one is good. I don't think this is a bad one at all. And there's 2 of them coming out, so I'm thinking this will be about the same size as the Zhujiang Jet Commander, which was the KO oversize of their Superion, and this is an option, and it's going to be a relatively cheap option because each one of these figures is in the $23 range, around $20 each or something like that. You can get them at Show Z, you can pre-order them at Show Z. I'm going to pre-order every one of them so I make sure I don't miss out on them, and I'm going to review them on my channel, and I'm going to build it and throw it in my display. Next up, we got IronTrans, IRVO1, Starblade, Starsaber G1, Transformers Victory. And here's the thing. It seems like a lot of players are throwing their hat in the ring for a Starsaber. Now, we had the official, and I'm Super G1, but I didn't get in the Japanese continuity. But I think with this character, I can accept a really stylized version, which is kind of what we're getting with IronTrans. That's going to be $165. Put a $5 deposit down on it, and then it doubles down on that $5 deposit. But I think this looks pretty good. And then you look at, if you don't like that one, well, you can always go with the Planet X version, which is already available for like $150. So those are the 2 that are available. I'm not 100% sure how tall the Planet X one is, but the IronTrans one's like 14 inches. It's going to be a big boy, just like the Takara version, and I think it looks awesome. Real quick, I want to touch on the Bumblebee. The MP45 Bumblebee has been delayed. We've got more pictures, though. Hey, you're not going to get it, but let's show you some more pictures. I'm about 78% in love with this thing, and about 22%, like, there's some stuff I'm seeing that I don't like. And as you can see right here, this picture shows it mistransformed. Look at his hands, and look at those filler pieces that are not put all the way. I can't wait to get this in my hands and see what I can do with it, because I think I could do so much more with this than what's getting done. Also, I love the alt mode. I know I did this discussion also, a discussion video, talking about these alt modes and kind of what the fans have done to change the MP Transformers. But here's the accessories that go with this, and I think that Spike's going to fit in there. And you get the gun, you get the blast effects, you get, I guess, some stickers or something, and different faces and all that. But this thing's going closer to Toon, and I like that. And according to his front license plate, I also love New York. So I did put out a video talking about, does Bad Cube have a pulse, or I found a pulse. Well, here's what they're doing. They're putting out their own stuff, so they can't be accused of any sort of copyright infringement. I guess that's smart, but is there a market for it? They're putting out the BC, and O2 T-Red. And it's interesting. It looks cool. It looks to be some sort of a triple changer of sorts. And, I really don't understand exactly what's going on with Bad Cube and why they're doing this. I don't see these selling extremely well, but hey, who knows? Maybe they will start something that is amazing. And I think they're cool. They look cool. But I don't know. What do you think about these things? Now, all of you Beast Wars lovers out there are going to get excited because the Xinjiang version. This is the Beast Wars Megatron Red Dragon, and if you are a fan of this, this is my favorite character from Beast Wars. I liked Megatron. We turned into this. This got me excited about Beast Wars because I was watching the show and just kind of lukewarm, and this was the thing I liked the most about the show. And I even had this figure, but the thing is that this is really what I would want out of a Beast Wars figure. And here's the difference between this Xinjiang figure and the figure that is already out for the Perfect Effects. And the Perfect Effects is a stylized. This thing is super cartoon perfect accurate, and that's what makes me excited. I have this on pre-order through ShowZ. It's like $220 or $230. It's worth it. It's worth it because it is awesome if you're a Beast Wars collector. And don't forget, Iron Factory in the Legend size is making one too, but I don't know if it's exactly the same. So who knows? But anyway, hey, that's a thing. If you're really into this stuff, you'll be into the Iron Factory one because Iron Factory is pretty good. And they're calling it the EX43 Heat Death Red Dragon Transmetal 2 Megatron. Now, showing up soon, we're going to see this Model Wizard T09 Skyshake Wing Megatron Oversized. This is a oversized version of the Megatron, and it looks good. I mean, if you're into the movie stuff, then, you know, this might be for you. Let's see how tall it is. 14.17 inches. Earthquake, aka Weijing or Model Wizard, presents the oversized MPM 08 Megatron. Estimated release early October of 2019. And yeah, it looks good. I mean, the paint, it just looks like real metal because the paint is so good. You know, it's awesome. So, hey, if you're into this stuff, this might be for you at ShowZ. Next up, we have this APC Toys, and it's available at TF Direct for around $40. And what I think it is the Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime, KO with all of the upgrade kits included, and it doesn't appear to be any taller, which I kind of wanted it to be a little taller. But so that makes it like slightly above Voyager size, definitely bigger than current Voyager size, and it looks good. I mean, if you're into the Prime stuff, it's there. I've got a Prime one, an original one, laying around somewhere. I gotta go find it, but I was thinking about getting this and doing a comparison to them. So it looks good. If that's what you're into, jump on it because I think it's going to sell out really, really fast because that Prime series, Optimus Prime, is in high demand. So transitioning into some ruggish news, we have an upgrade kit for Ultra Magnus. And what this basically is, it's the Dr. Wu fillers. And, you know, I know people praise the Siege line for not having a whole lot of gaps and not having the waffling and all that stuff and being more solid, but Dr. Wu doesn't see it that way. They feel like this Ultra Magnus needs a bunch of fillers. Now, I don't have this figure, so I'm not 100% sure exactly how it would work, or if it's necessary, or if it's needed, or if it even bothers you. So, hey, let me know if you've got this figure and you feel like this set would make your figure a whole lot better for another like $23. Next up, I couldn't find news that hit more home to my obscure video on Friday than this. So this is the Iron Factory EX26R Racing Brothers Retrograde. This is Runamuck and Runabout, or Runabout. And Iron Factory's doing it. And I couldn't think of a better company to do it. And this is that age-old question, will the Legends tackle figures that are more obscure than the Masterpiece line? And I think this is probably going to answer that for you. Next up, we've got WizKids Transformers Deep Cuts Miniatures official images of these guys with an Optimus Prime that looks good. Now, I don't know how tall they are. I should have found out. Maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. There's a lot of really small stuff coming. You got a Bumblebee. You've got a Megatron, which I gotta say that Megatron looks good. That's like a statuesque kind of Megatron. Looks good. And then Starscream. Is that the best I could do? Yeah, that's the best I could do. That is a Starscreamer there too. So Arby's is supposed to be coming out with a Bumblebee that's like a cardboard. I don't know if it's a kit or if it comes made or you have to make it. I don't know, but I saw this and I thought, I want to get a roast beef sandwich now. I mean, they really sold me on a roast beef sandwich. As soon as I know I can get this at Arby's, I'm going to go have me a roast beef sandwich and buy this. Not that it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's a G1-esque version of Bumblebee, and I think my kids and I would have a lot of fun with it. Alright, Unicron update, real fast. Hasli put this picture out, and we're at 5736. Alright, we're updated for the whole week on Unicron. Well, trying to be funny there. Okay, I need to do a full update video. But truly, it's stalled, and I think that we're really not going to see any action until the last 2 or 3 days. And I think at this point, it's just going to be a guarantee make no matter what. So if you get your order in, you get one. If you don't get your order in, you don't. And that's that. There's been too much drama with this thing already, so I'll make another video talking about it, but I don't want to waste too much time here. Okay, Triple Force Friday coming up this Thursday, or whatever the 4th is. There are talks and discussions of whether or not we're going to have these things show up at midnight on the 4th. I was at multiple Walmarts today just for fun, asking around, and I got so many different answers. I've got, yes, midnight. I got, probably sometime in the middle of the day, and we have them in the back right now. We just can't sell them to you, and all this great stuff. And I wasn't asking to sell. You know, tell you the truth, most of the stuff I'm not buying. I'm literally just going to wait for it to go to clearance because that's where I'm at with Star Wars these days. But it is exciting to see new product. This is the, what is it, second sister? It's an infiltrator and looks good. My son is really excited for this. Yet another picture of the Mandalorian, and I really think the Mandalorian is going to steal the show, literally steal the show for pretty much all of Star Wars. I mean, we know Boba Fett was huge. We know Jango Fett was huge. And this is just building on that. And in the Clone Wars series, the Mandalorians were a big part of that series that people just really were excited about. So this makes a lot of sense, and we're going right into this guy being huge. We got another picture of a Sith trooper, and looks good. I think we are going to be Sith troopered out a year from now. That's just my guess. So there's this character, Cara Dune, and I think the figure looks cool. I just don't know, am I going to be invested in this character somehow? I'm curious. I do have to admit, I love this Purge Stormtrooper. Something about the Death Trooper in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game that I really like, and just getting a Stormtrooper that we're so used to seeing in white, but getting it in black and shiny and just looking super scary. I love that. I believe this is the Carbonized Jet Trooper, and it's not white. It's kind of like an off-white, like an eggshell. Kind of interesting. Here we have the Black Series Elite Snow Trooper. Now, I don't know. Is this the same one I was buying for like $5 a couple years ago, and now they give them some sort of a robe? I don't know. Is that really what it is? Maybe that's what it is. So I'm most excited personally about the 3 3/4 inch stuff that is on the vintage style card back. And I know a lot of people are putting in the comments, how can it be on vintage style card back and be called vintage collection when it's in a movie that hasn't come out yet? I just think that's funny, but you know, bear with me, we'll live with it. So we've got this Knight of Ren, which is something they should have explored way sooner than now, but I guess you have to hold out for something in the last movie. Now we've got, you know, another Luke X-Wing, but I guess it goes well with the X-Wing that we're going to be showing you here in a second. And I want to know the numbering on this. Is this guy actually going to have a new number? And then we got another Rey. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, the 27th Rey here. It's a joke, but I'm a bit rayed out. But I do understand if she's your lead character, you're going to want to have the toy available when the movie's out. I understand that. I just get a little bit rayed out. I have so many rays, and I don't even care. But I have like 7 of her, so. Moving on to the Sith Jet Trooper. I think we're going to be red Sithed out by the end of this because there are going to be so many incarnations of this. But I still want to buy this guy just because it's on the. They've got me. They got me hooked with this packaging. I'm a mint and package collector when it comes to Star Wars, and I know that has problems with some of the videos, but this is pretty exciting. And then we're into this Zorly Bliss, and I have the same feeling that I did with like Zam Wazell. It was like a mysterious character, and I'm excited about her. I hope they don't ruin her in the movie. I was so excited about the Zam Wazell figure, and then after I saw the Clone Wars, I was like, I'll keep the character, but I'm not excited anymore. I hope I'm still excited after watching this movie. So next up, we got the Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, and I've got the original one that was the Toys R Us one, and this packaging looks cool. I think we're looking at the back of it. I do. I mean, this is the only shot I found. I think we are actually looking at the back of this thing, and we flip it around, it's going to look more like it should from the front. So we got the AT-ST Raider from The Mandalorian, and all this stuff seems to be like it's going to hit all at once or throughout the rest of the year. And it's pretty cool. It includes the Kletonian Raider. So that's that picture of that other figure. That is 3 3/4 inch. This guy right here. Or this guy right here. So what this essentially is the same one that's been given to us 3 times now. The same AT-ST. So it'll be the 4th AT-ST of this oversized one. And I bet you they won't fix the stability issue with it. And they've added a couple of little features and made it look like it's 50 years old now, you know, because it technically is. Or not. I don't know what the obsession with the red arm on C-3PO and the red leg on this. And I heard something. I heard that George Lucas said that something about having to change and alter things for new movies. When it comes to, if you're making it exactly the same as the original, it needs to be called the original. If you're making it in the new movie, it has to be altered slightly somehow. Hence the square or rectangular dish on the Falcon. Now I heard that might be a rumor, that might not be true, but it sort of makes sense and it's in line with what's going on here. Also, I haven't talked much about this. This is the Black Series Luke Skywalker's helmet. Now, the thing is, these things were being made by EFX or something like that for $350. And I wanted one, and I said, there's no way that we're not going to get a generalized release for like $100. And here we go. This is going to be a really good helmet, a really good one. If you want a true traditional original trilogy one, this is the one for you. And by the way, when I saw the Poe Dameron one, I knew it was going to get repurposed into this. And lastly, if you are interested in one of these Avengers Infinity Gauntlet, the one for Iron Man Gauntlet, this is the exact one I found at a Walmart. And it was on my birthday, so I said, what the heck, let me go ahead and buy it. I'll splurge and get both of the Infinity Gauntlets. It scanned, it rang up for $54. So if you see this in your Walmart, I can't guarantee it's going to ring up for $54, but mine did. I wasn't expecting it either. I mean, it says $88. I was going to spend the $95 after tax like the other one. And here we go, we get it for $54. So, happy birthday to me when I found it. Anyway, what do you think about the weekly news and review? What else is there out there going on that I missed? Like and subscribe, and Titanium Hanger out.